Committed to Discipline Part 2. If you're new to this page, I would advise that you watch this introduction video first so that you're not confused. This article is a part of a series of videos that I created outlining how all that I wrote in my journal came true over the past 5 years. There's a video series called Manifestation Journal on YouTube speaking about that process. This journal entry was written in response to this video, and that video was a reading of this journal entry. So as usual, I suggest that you listen to these videos just to get a pre-context for this article. But being that this is 13 minutes, I'll just play the first minute.
So this next entry is called Committed to Discipline. Dated January 2nd, 2018. Pre-context to this is, I had just set some pretty big goals for myself. And I also was in a hole that I knew was only getting deeper because the program that I had built my company on, which was rebate assistance, had gotten pulled in September, so there was no business going on 3 months. And in that period, like probably 50 to 60% of my competition had went out of business, but we all just like one day to the next just, had to shut down because everyone had fucking built a company on some shady shit like that. It was the beginning of utilities paying for energy efficiency, so companies were built based on that. And then once they were so popular, then the funds got exhausted early. I wasn't prepared for this. Let me not speak on that. I didn't even think that could happen. So anyways.
All right, so this was an article that article was me committing to discipline, to the discipline I knew that I needed to undertake to get to these crazy ass goals. But anyways, this is my response. It is important to listen to that video to understand the context of this journal entry. That video was a video I made in October 2021, going over a journal entry I wrote in 2018 titled Committed to Discipline, speaking about how I needed to become committed to discipline so that I could achieve my seemingly outlandish goals. Crazy how almost everything I wrote came true. Response to the video from my higher self. You are right, Rashawn. Most of the time you are. Whether you accept that you are or not is your will to do. But you did make these videos for you now. Your ego wanted them to be for other people just to feed his ego. People will maybe gravitate towards you, or maybe they will not. You should not ever even care or think about that. That is a part of the program. You don't really care who sees you. And the truth is, you don't want everyone to see you. That shit's the opposite of what it's painted to be. But anyways, you were right on track in this video. You committed first, you wrote an action plan second, and you committed third, or something like that. But whatever it is, it was exactly how it's done, in that exact same order. This is what you must do again. It's a part of the ritual. To receive, you must first give, and to give is to receive. Remember. It's weird, the thought you're having right now as you reflect on how much more confident you were back then. You are in awe at how you seemingly believed in such outlandish at the time things, and now you find that you've gotten soft. You let that thing that happened get you soft. Okay, I won't deny. You were well within your rights and means to have gone through what you went through. The cut was deep. The impact was painful, and the shame and embarrassment was toxic. So yeah, you had to go through what you went through. But now, let's look at the situation objectively and not emotionally. Let's list some of the things you now feel like you have that you didn't have before. He robbed you for all your shit. 1. I have a willingness to actually seek out help from others, which I don't know if I would have done with the money. Who knows? Actually, nothing would have been the same. But to answer the question, I feel like I'm way more humble and vulnerably honest because of how much those lies hurt. I like these things. as they help me tell my ego to take a seat and let my truth shine through, no matter how seemingly uncomfortable situations may seem. Fuck the lies, keep it G. 2. I feel like I definitely got the jets put in my back. I feel like I'm just hungrily motivated, and that's not something that I really have experienced in a long time. It's funny because you know that in your human design chart, your main motivation is need. And now that you need, you're motivated. Funny how you guys think you're in control down there, but really everything is pre-programmed up here. We write the code for the reality that you are in. Haha. We made you the way you are in the exact precise proportions to be exactly who you are so that you could, oh, this is the third one, excuse me. We made you the way you are in the exact precise proportions to be exactly who you are so that you could have the bodily vehicle you needed to have when the opportunity came to hop in and go. But remember, Tadpole, he who brings him to the pond cannot make him drink. He who writes the code does not control the will. That is under your divine rulership. Well, let me correct that. See your bullshit trying to come out. That should have said your divine guidance. You don't rule shit because you are everything. How the hell are you going to rule a piece of everything and everything as well? No, Papi. You are not the ruler of anyone. You cohabitate that body with my son, and I will make sure that he is properly trained for it. And I will make sure he is properly trained for you and properly warned about you and your deceitful little ways. I love you too, because you are me and I'm one, but you still get me mad because you're my polar opposite. This is the way it is and the way it will be, and the dance shall go on. Shall we? Yes, we shall dance the night away. You are my best friend, and we are going to be together forever, dancing with each other, loving each other, hating each other, being harmonious with each other, battling with each other. This is the yin and the yang, worst enemy, and you are me. But now is the time for you to recommit. Recommit to your goals, recommit to your plan, recommit to your milestones, recommit to your commitments, recommit to yourself, recommit to your girl, recommit to your world, recommit to your health, recommit to your wealth, recommit to yourself, recommit to your team, recommit to Delta Point, recommit to Acre, recommit, recommit, recommit. So you see, as it was written in the pyramid text, Ra is Re and Re is one. When you recommit, you are traveling at the speed of a comet as Re, the one. The one can travel at the speed of thought because thought is just another word for one. See, when you are where you are overly influenced by human minds and human collective consciousness. You are raised to believe the opposite of what is because you begin to become influenced right when you incarnate. So of course, since the mind is infinitely moldable, those who played with your clay, in a sense, paved your way. They convinced you to believe they convinced you to believe what they were convinced to believe, which is not true. It is actually all lies. That is the way humans manipulate one another. They withhold the most important knowledge in the universe from them. And hence, since the most important knowledge in the universe is the knowledge of the universe, you are operating without knowing who you are and what you are in and what you are going through. You think your life is realer than it is. You're stuck in a very technologically complex VR system that you were placed in by a race of beings that are millions of light years ahead of you in terms of time, and therefore they're living in the future you are headed to. This is how this works, and they create the VR to make sure that you never think to take off the glasses. Kind of like the experiment they do with elephants, where they tie them to a tree when they are young and train them that they end up being able to be tied to a fence when they're fully grown and not even think to break away or that they even could. Their minds have been molded to believe in untruth. They can break the fence and so can you. You just have been programmed to believe or think otherwise, so you just sit there. The mind is the most powerful thing there is after thought itself or one itself. The mind houses thought. The mind is the pyramid, and the thought is the energy generated within the pyramid that gives power to the pyramid. That's how it works. The mind is a powerful tool. Reclaim your position of guardian over it, and do not let it be molded by those who want nothing more for you than to see you tied by a piece of string to a broken fence, wasting your life away. You don't get a second chance. All is now because all is one. All is not two, so every chance comes once. If you wait for a second chance, you might as well think Santa is going to come down the chimney. Get your own damn presents, now, at once. Peace.